go.
I'm Maylin Lee. I wear what I want, say what I want, 24/7, 365. I know, it's a lot. But I don't got time to mess around. Je me fromage blanc. All about that hustle, am I right?
You never know, oh my.
Poor town. This is gonna be the best year ever.
Yeah.
And nothing's gonna get in my way.
All right, there you have it. Toronto is put on the animation map in an all-new Disney and Pixar original feature film. It's called Turning Red, and it premieres exclusively on Disney Plus March 11th. This is a coming-of-age film following the life of a 13-year-old Chinese-Canadian girl named Maitreyi Lee as she navigates middle school, family, friends, all the while coming to terms with the fact that she poofs into a giant red panda when the emotions get the better of her. So for more on this epic film, we're joined by Academy Award-winning director Domi Shi and producer Lindsay Collins. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us in person to talk about this. I think I mentioned during the break that this is the first time we've had in-person guests on CP24 during the pandemic. So this is really monumental and special. Let's talk about this film. I managed to watch it. I think it's amazing, unlike anything I think I've ever seen. And my boys, I have 3 boys, they were glued to it, which means even though, Domi, this is really mother-daughter relationship taking center stage in this film, it's really universal in its appeal. So what made you want to create this film after making your Academy Award-winning short, Bow? Because that one was about mother-son, right?
Yeah. It was, I pitched Turning Red back in 2017. And I was really passionate about doing a coming-of-age story revolving around a teenage girl, because I really wanted to make a film for that 13-year-old me who was going through big changes, just like May in the movie, going from being her mom's perfect little daughter to being this hormonal, hairy, red beast and fighting with her mom every day. And making this movie was kind of just my way to go back and understand what was going on back then.
And unpack that mother-daughter relationship.
I needed a whole feature film.
A
trilogy. No,
a trilogy, for sure. Now, Lindsay, I like that, May turns into a red panda in this movie, okay? Not just like your typical black and white kung fu panda.
That's right.
It's a red panda, and the red panda is kind of a metaphor in this film, right?
It is,
Not only is red auspicious Chinese color, it's the color that your face turns when you're red, like angry or embarrassed, but also that magical era of puberty. Can you explain?
Magical era of puberty. I think if we keep saying it enough, maybe it'll feel magical when you're going through it. Yeah, it felt like, I think, certainly a panda that is underrepresented, the red panda, in movies, so we got to kind of create our own story that way. And then also, it's the color that felt right for puberty. I mean, it's like you get your period and you turn bright red when you're embarrassed or when you're crushing on a boy or a girl in school. Or, I think we were all just kind of generally red for that entire period of our lives. So it felt right.
And it's so great that this film doesn't shy away from those issues that we experienced during puberty. There's mention of feminine products. The girls in the film, May and her posse, they talk about crushing on boys, drawing fan fiction and all that stuff. So let's talk about the look of this film, because it has a quite distinctive look. It's different than the previous Pixar Disney films. And Domi, that's really because of your love of anime. You've really incorporated that into this film. I think you described it as chunky cute. And you see, I love it when Maylin and all her friends, their eyes are really expressive and they pop, kind of like Sailor Moon eyes. So talk about how you integrated that into the film.
I mean, we really wanted to push the look and the style of this movie because this protagonist is like unlike any other Pixar protagonist. Like, she is this tween, she's spunky, she's energetic, and we really wanted the world to look like how she sees the world. So we were really inspired by, like Sailor Moon in terms of like color palette, but also like the female friendship in that TV show was like super inspiring. Other animes that deal with magical transformation in a very casual, playful way, Ranma Half, fruits basket. We're really inspired by that as well. And I just love how anime is so expressive and how they really push facial features. And all of it is just to try to support the story and May's story and really make the audience feel what May is feeling, like the ultimate embarrassment, or like the ultimate beads of sweat, or anger, or like lust. Just like all of it is just to like push all of those emotions, all those tween emotions.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was almost like, I can't believe this is real. It was anime, and I was like, is this real? Is May's mom really embarrassing her at the Daisy Mart when she discovers all her pictures and drawings? Like, I was like, was this a dream sequence? Like, so that was how fantastical it was. Lindsay, let's talk about, you know, this movie and why you think it's not like anything we've ever seen. You said that when Pixar saw the first scene, they mirrored your sentiment that this is like, wow, we have not seen this.
Yeah, I think that was what was exciting about it from the very beginning. I think anybody, and all of us obviously at Pixar, who had seen Bao and know Domi, kind of knew the minute she said she wanted to make a movie about magical puberty, we were like, oh, we need to see that movie. Because it's kind of unapologetic and bold, and she has a different kind of sensibility. And when we pitched it to the entire Pixar studio, kind of back in 2017 even, everybody just started laughing and clapping because it felt so fresh and different. And that's kind of what we crave as filmmakers, and certainly at Pixar, it's what we crave for sure.
And so relatable. And very quickly, I just want to mention, you know, music is a big thing in this film, and it introduces Pixar's first boy band, original music by Billie Eilish and Phineas, so that's also something cool to watch for.
Really exciting,
so okay, Domi, Lindsay, congratulations on this film. What a work of art and something to be proud of, and I can't wait for my boys to finish watching it on March 11th, streaming exclusively on Disney+. Disney and Pixar's new film, Turning Red, is a love letter to Toronto, but the city isn't the only Canadian star featured in this film. Canada's national treasure, Sandra Oh and Mississauga's very own Maitreyi Ramakrishnan give life to the voices in this animation, and they join us live now on CP24 Breakfast to tell us more on what drew them into doing this film. So, Sandra, Maitreyi, wow, this is a moment for me because I haven't seen Guess in real life, but you are both my heroes when it comes to acting, so thank you for being here. Let's talk about this film, Turning Red. Sandra, what drew you to want to make this film, to lend your voice to it? Because you've done animations before.
You know, the fact that there is an entire film, a Pixar film, that focuses on the inner life and experience of a 13-year-old Chinese-Canadian girl, I wanted to be a part of telling that experience, you know, and to be playing her mother, Ming, and to be also explaining the experience of a fraught relationship, as we all do. Don't tell me we don't have one. A good but fraught relationship with her Asian Canadian mother. I thought that was also something that I really wanted to participate in.
Right, not a story you hear every day. And Maitreyi, what about you? What drew you to want to lend your voice to Priya in this film?
Priya's so cool.
Priya's cool.
Priya's so cool.
She's so cool.
Priya's the coolest. She's the cool kid on the block, obviously. But I mean, my 10-year-old self is like screaming right now because that was like my original dream job as a child, to be a Pixar animator, though.
Wow.
That was a dream, but I
way.
don't have the patience to sit and keep drawing. I need to be on my feet and like do a new thing every single day. So it's amazing that still I sort of made that dream 10 years later. It's so wholesome.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Come on, it's so Canadian. Like, it's the perfect story to take on.
We don't
as a Pixar
see a
film.
lot of Toronto or Canada love in Hollywood, let alone anime. So now we have this homage to Toronto. You see the Skydo Minute, the
so
city,
exciting.
and it's like 2000, so it's got that nostalgic, like retro feel. Sandra, you play Ming, the overprotective, we won't say hypervigilant,
I say
nurturing.
hypervigilant. Yes, loving.
So not really a tiger mom, maybe a panda mom, because she is a mom,
Well,
a red panda mom.
Yeah, she's a red panda mom. She's a red panda mom.
Oh yeah, boy is she ever. And this is a hard character to kind of play, I think, right, Sandra? Because at the same time, she's nurturing and loving, she's funny, she's quirky, but she can almost come across as unlikable if not played in the right hands. So was that a challenge for you to do that balance of being
I
this
think it
mother?
is for every character that you play, and someone as multidimensional as Ming. For me, it was it was not only a challenge because it was also all there in the script. And with Domi, our director, she really had a clear vision of how she saw this relationship, and I just followed what she. Well, I followed what she told me to do. But within that, it's like I will say that Ming is within her high expectation, which many of us experience. It's to find her depth of her own pain and also Ming's sense of humor.
Right.
And that was really great to play.
Oh yeah, there's so many laugh out loud moments. I watched it and cracked up. It's the fast pace, but it's also the jokes and the mom jokes and just kind of the obliviousness. You know, sometimes Asian moms have that. My own mother too. Maitreyi, let's talk about Priya. What was your reaction when you first saw the sketch of this character that you had to play?
I mean, the first time I saw the character was like a rough cut while we were recording, and I had this like, oh my God, my voice is coming out of this like cartoon character moment. This is not real. Oh my gosh. Because she looks like me, like when I'm not glammed up by like 3 people who are doing my hair, makeup, and styling. You know, it's the bushy hair with the nose ring and the circle gold rim glasses. And I'm like, wow, this is like me in a Pixar character. And I know so many other South Asian girls can relate to seeing that, you know? And they're cool. Like, they're not just a nerd that's lame. I don't know why we say nerds are lame, because nerds are really cool. She's got sick dance moves, which I'm all about. And I think she's the bee's knees.
I love that the film also focuses on this tight-knit group of girls who have a really great friendship. You know, these are also girls who are not afraid to be
smart.
You know, ambitious. They're extremely entrepreneurial, as you can see in the film.
Oh, for sure.
And that's the highs and lows of being in a girl friendship. You know, it's like you're messy with each other, and we're also supportive of each other.
No, absolutely. It's refreshing to see that, because so many times in films it's pitting women against each other, the competition, and with this film you really have that tight-knit group of girls who are all jonesing for Four Town, which is the boy band, because how can you not make a film about boy bands in the 2000s? Maitreyi, when you had to play Priya, because she's very monotone, she's got that deadpan sense of humor, she's almost emo, but she's still a human, right? And she has emotions.
Angsty.
So how do you play that monotone voice while still trying to exhibit those emotions that a girl feels?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's such a like fine line to like walk, and you know, it goes back to Domi helping me out so much, taking her direction. I mean, that's sort of a job, right? And just figuring out how to scream over Four Town and being like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with you, but dial it back. So it's like, okay, wait, more deadpan, but a little bit more life, but not bring it back down, and then we make it right there. And we rock that line real good. So
you're like a thermostat, like constantly trying to balance the temperature.
Pretty much.
I would say it takes a very smart actor.
It does.
And it also takes an actor who understands humor. Like, you know, you have to have an innate understanding of timing and what deadpan is.
Right.
Thank you.
But she's so feeling.
She's got heart. Oh my God. Like, she is there for her bestie. She is there. She's ready to throw down if she needs to.
Yeah, she's a G, for sure. Okay, last question for you, Sandra, before we get to something special, something we haven't done here on the show. I want to talk about, you know, this role that you played in Ming and whether or not you had to channel things from your own relationship with your own mother, because I feel like this movie isn't just mother-daughter relationship. It really shows the cultural side of parenting as well, and how in Asian families, East Asian families in particular, there is that, I guess, expectation, or even call it stereotype, of the child being obedient, academically strong, and wanting to please the parent. And did you incorporate any of that in your own childhood in this film? No.
I don't know it at all. Yes, I think we all do. And I think we all do. For me, one of the most meaningful moments, not to give anything away, there's a moment in the film where May, as a panda, is trying to leave the temple, and everyone she loves is needing to hold her back. So it's one's own personal experience, because I think everyone here has had to forge their own path, which is maybe not what your parents have wanted to do. And so that, in a way, a very, very Asian Canadian experience, but also immigrant experience, and also anyone else who's had to, and I think all children have to, if you want to become an adult, separate and defy your parents' expectations. So I absolutely know what that is. It's because I mean, but it's also these things can turn out okay because here I am sitting with you.
Exactly. Two amazing Canadian actresses. Okay, Sandra Oh and Maitreyi Ramakrishnan. Time now. We're going to play a game because this show, of course, featured famous spots all around the city of Toronto, and we want to have a little fun and see if you can identify some notable landmarks in Toronto. Maitreyi, I know you're from Mississauga.
I haven't been here since like the last
Sandra,
century.
I know you're from Ottawa, but you visit Toronto. You've been in Toronto. So let me read the rules of the game. Notable landmarks in Toronto. You have 60 seconds on the clock. You can work together.
We have to.
This is okay. This is teamwork. This is teamwork
raised here
as well.
Whoa, Mississauga.
I lived here in the 90s. Okay.
GTA, it's all okay. So here is the first question.
I'm nervous. I'm scared.
Let's see the game. Okay. What is that?
CN Tower. CN Tower. Let's save for a second. Give us the next one.
Oh my God, my brother got married there. That's east. That's east, where all the beautiful brick buildings are.
It is east. I think it is east.
Great wedding location.
Distillery District.
Distillery District.
Yeah.
There's also a good theater there. Casa Loma.
Nice.
I know where that
I've
is.
never been to Casa
No, my
Loma.
friend lives near it.
Really?
Oh, Skydome. Sorry.
Skydome,
Sorry, I'm saying all of them.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Skydome. Is it called something else?
No.
Right?
Is it the right
Oh yeah,
one
that's
now?
isn't that City? Is that City Hall?
This is where I saw Mariana's trench.
Oh, babe.
Oh my God.
Is that City Hall? No.
Nathan Phillips Square. There you go.
Nathan Phillips Square.
Oh, Dundas. Is it Dundas?
Oh yeah, that's
Young
Dundas
and-
and what?
Young and Dundas.
Oh, Young and Dundas. Young and
Yeah, this is
Dundas.
good old
There
Dundas
you
Square.
go.
I hate this intersection, driving this intersection. I don't even like looking at that.
What's that
stresses me
intersection?
out. Does it?
But it looks like.
Maitreyi has bad memories of this intersection. What is it? The
Flatiron.
Flatiron.
Thank you.
Oh,
We're getting the
That is
answers.
iconic.
Camera left. Oh, that's right here.
Yeah, C24 right here. The wheels are always
That
turning.
has been here forever.
That makes me so happy.
I remember
That has been. That is iconic,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Chinatown?
Yes.
Oh, Spadina.
Spadina.
I used to live right kind of off of Spadina.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah, just north of Kensington Market. Ooh, that was so good. That was a good time.
Kensington Market?
Okay, I think you did pretty well, ladies. I think you killed it. I know, that's pretty good. Okay, well, Turning Red premieres exclusively March 11th, Disney Plus. So excited to finish watching it with my sons. They're already huge fans of the film. And thank you for lending your voices to this film that will allow other kids growing up to have something that they can relate to on the screen, because we need more of that, don't we?
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you so much, Sandra Oh and Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, for being here on CP24 Breakfast. Best of luck to both of you. Thanks.
Thank you.